Welcome to another ThemeMountain video tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how the Hero 3 shortcode works, or the full width hero with box content. So I already have my section block set up here. I'm going to go and insert the Hero 3 shortcode here. So we get presented with a range of different options here. I'm just going to run through them quickly. The height, which defaults to small, which is 500 pixels. Then we have the window height, which means it assumes the height of the device window. Then we have auto, which clears the height and allows the hero section to scale to the content. And then custom, if we want to set our own custom height. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this to small. Then I'm going to go ahead and upload an image, and I'm using one that's 2500 by 1000 pixels. And then we have two options here, the hero column width and the hero column offset. The width determines the width of the box, and we can set it to anything from 1 column to 12 columns. Then we have the hero column offset, and this allows us to move the hero content box rightwards. Now I'm going to show you a little bit later what this does, but for now I'm just going to leave the defaults here. Then we have the hero content here. I'm just going to copy some content and paste it in here, and then we can go to the design options. And this is where we can determine whether we should right center or left center or right align the box, and whether we should top, middle, or bottom align the box. For now, I'm just going to leave it to bottom left here. I'm also going to leave the default colors. I'm going to go to the animation tab though and add an animation to the content. So I'm selecting slide in from bottom. I'm going to leave the duration as is, and I'm going to change this one to 500. The delay. Now the animation threshold is the number that determines how much of the element should be visible in the viewport before the animation begins. So if you have a lot of content, or you're using complex animations such as flips, spins, or scale outs, you might want to consider reducing the animation threshold so that the animation begins. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and then we can see what this looks like. There we go. So we have our full width hero image here with the box content that slides in from the bottom here, and it's positioned bottom left. I'm going to show you quickly here the offsets here, and I'm just going to select offset by two columns. And this is useful for example when you have content above and below the hero block that's aligned in a certain way, and you want to align the content in this hero to the content above or below. So here I just offset it by two columns. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that again, and then we can change the alignment here. So I'm going to go back to the design tab here. This time I'm going to choose right top, and I'm going to switch the animation to slide in from the top here. I'm going to go ahead and update that. And there we go. So we just switched the location of it to top right. We can also put it right in the middle here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Change the color a little bit. I'm going to go back to the horizontal alignment, set that to center, vertical to middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the color here, add some opacity. The content border is excluded if we set it to center, so I'm just going to go ahead and select the text color here. And then I'm going to change the animation as well, just as an example. And then I'm going to go ahead and save that. There we go. So we've seen how to offset the content box, how to align it, and how to style it. And that's all for this tutorial.